They just want you to sit in your chair and go hip hip hooray for the Western press and the Western narrative. Regurgitating the same old every single day without exception. Please watch the first two episodes, the second series. Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Good morning, everyone. If everyone's there, I don't know where they are, but anyway, good morning. I hope you've all had a great Christmas, actually. I hope you've had a good holiday, you know, a good restful thing, good thing with the family, everything, you know. That's what this is all about, the season's greetings, being with the family. And that's it. So that's it, you know. It's I just hope that you all had a great time together. Have I? As a family, you know, yeah, my daughter was there, my grandkids, and that was okay. You know what I mean? Didn't go out at all. Didn't go out. Frank stayed in. Can't, so. Stupid pain on it. So, anyway, here I am today, filming TV review. Never gets done like, does it? The lovely Myra. Hi, Frank and friends. Are you Myra? And Myra says, season's greetings to everyone. Yes. Of course. And that is lovely. Thank you, Myra. And the boss. Best wishes, FC, Myra, and all. Thank you, boss. Good to see you. Good to see everyone, actually. Whoever's on here. Hi, boss. It's Myra. The Snape. Morning, one and all. Morning, Snapey. Good to see you, mate. It is a family time, says the boss. Sure, but for many, it's desolate. Many of the places, homeless and so can go. Many of the places, homeless and so can go, are closed. Oh, do you mean the homeless places are closed? Yeah. This is the worst time. This is the worst time for people. I was going to put a post out on Christmas morning, Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, but I didn't bother. What I was going to say, you know, I was going to say hello out to everyone. Oh, you lot, you know, you chatters, all my Facebook friends, anyway, here, everywhere. I hope you all have a great time over the Christmas, a family get together. I was going to talk about the family. Then I was going to talk about people, as the boss says there, the homeless who were sleeping in bloody doorways over Christmas. Then I was going to talk about what's going on with some lunatic in the White House wanting to invade places like Venezuela, which would have had, I'm telling you now, a knock-on effect throughout Latin America. This is what it's about. Then you have a leader of the so-called world stealing oil. It's piracy. And he thinks that he can do anything because he's president of the United States. Then you have another leader who wants to kill another leader. Kill. Hope he perishes. It's just absolutely nuts. And this is what's going on in the world today. So I was going to say all that, and I thought, why am I going to do that? Why should I write that? So I didn't bother writing at all. Because I fear for other people. And I fear for other people. Whereas, you have a bullying. Even when we were at school and things, you always had a little bully running around, trying to be tough. You get it everywhere. And ever since then, it resonates. Bullying, especially at school time. And it resonates with you as you grow up. But that's me. So I didn't put it out. But what I am doing on Monday nights, I'm having a current affairs. I should have had it last Friday. Couldn't make it last Friday. Yesterday I should have had it. But it was Boxing Day. I thought no one would be listening in. So I just left it. And on Monday nights, I'll be having it. But I'll be having my history one on Tuesday. And that's it. Good evening. Morning, Frank and everyone. I'm just getting over the flu. Wasn't a good Xmas for me. Oh, that's horrible, that, Gary. I used to always suffer every Christmas. Then I started getting the flu jab, and it was okay. Never has any, but like yourself, obviously, you didn't go out, and it put you on a downer. I didn't go out at all. I can't now go out anyway, which is a shame. I was going to go out Christmas Eve, traditionally with my daughter. But that's the second Christmas Eve I haven't been out with my daughter, Francie. Because we've been going out ever since she was 17 years of age. Every Christmas Eve, it was just a lad and daughter time. Just me and her. She was very disappointed, actually. Excuse me. And the boss, anyway, watched a good film with Russell Crowe last night. The next 3 days, we're watching, Frank. I think I've seen it. Is that where his wife gets kidnapped? He's good, Russell Crowe. Like Russell Crowe. And the boss says, I'm sure you have seen it, but there's a film, Conspiracy Theory, probably seemed far-fetched back in 1997. But although dramatised, the content is too realistic now. Yeah, you see, people, the likes of script writers, they can see things. Um, I do a literature show, and I talk about me and my mate Anthony. We talk about visionary writers, and even visionary writers, believe it or not, from Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a visionary writer, and it's only predicting, and nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. So you've got script writers, and they feel what's going on. So they start writing about it. I've seen a film with Warren Beatty called The Parallax View, and that was good. That was like a conspiracy thing. There are some good films, though. And film, The Fifth Estate, a spin on the Assange, WikiLeaks saga. You see, you can't say anything now. It's like free speech is gone. There's a Colonel Baud, B-A-U-D. He's a Swiss colonel. And they've sanctioned him. The EU have sanctioned him. And they go on about democracy and freedom of speech. Von der Leyen, she's a whopper. She talks about freedom of speech. She's just sanctioned a fella. But she sanctioned more, actually. And when you get sanctioned, these people, they can't get money out the bank. The bank, their assets in a bank are frozen. So we can't move, and you can't even go into different countries in the European Union. He's Swiss, and he can't even get back to Switzerland. This is what it's all about. Well, that's for me. That's for my Monday show. Current affairs, which I'm doing. Anyway, what you've got also, which was a setup really, and it was Greta Thunberg when she was sitting there with genocide, Palestine, and she was sitting on her own. Definitely a setup, so she'd be arrested. And my boss says that Russell Crowe film is about his wife being wrongly. Yeah, that's I've seen it. Don't want to tell the old story. Yeah, I've seen it. That was a remake, actually. I'm telling you now. It was a French film. What was his name? Daniel. Daniel. Can't pronounce his name. But they copied that off the French film, which was excellent. The French film. I can see that Daniel fella there, the French actor, very good actor as well. But his last name escapes me. It doesn't escape me. I just can't pronounce it. Hope everyone has a great Christmas, says Callum. Yes, I'm waiting for someone to come out and say, I had a great Christmas. One of the best Christmases I've ever had. But Gary Rigby, unfortunately, had the flu. There's nothing worse than having the flu over the holiday. It's happened to me loads of times, though. The flu. In Christmases past. Got to watch along today as well, people. Does anyone watch this film over the holiday? I bet you did. With Alistair Sim. If you think of that French, it's the same title, boss. It's the same title. So if you put on a search, obviously the French version will come up. It's very good. It's only a lot too. Oh, I forget it. Great actor. There's a lot of. I'm sorry about that, but there's a lot of films that the Americans taken from the French. Lots of French films. Tell you what I like. I like North Korean films as well. Not North Korean, South Korean films. I like those films. They're very good. Action packed. Yep, I like those type of films. Go away, we'll see ya. Yeah. Thanks, Callum, for letting me know. I've just been watching them scoring goals for us. Where they have like all the goals from 23-24 season. It's horrible. It's horrible, Callum. Thanks, Frank. Don't like this period. Places I like to go are closed. I don't have TV, so I don't watch the repeats. Although I can sometimes, I can see some on the net. Yeah, you're better off on the net. You're better off on the net. Sorry, I haven't got my reading glasses on, so it could be looking at words that I'm guessing. Callum says the late Jota playing for both sides. We're always reminded, unfortunately, it's the way the world is. It's the way the world is. But they're for other programs. You're supposed to be happy. It's Christmas. Then you look and go, it's a time for kids. But I've always had a family thing with the holiday period. Always. It's family. It's friends. It's gatherings. It's going out. It's enjoying yourself. I've always thought Christmas like that, right through the years. As I said about family, I always took Francine out every Christmas Eve. So you see, it's lots and lots of things, permutations with Christmas. And as I said about that Gary Rigby, he said I had the flu, it spoiled me whole holiday, and it does. I've had the flu myself over the holiday in the past. Frank, did you see Israel recognise Somaliland? Well, Israel are trying to, the bullying, I'm telling you, that's for Monday, I'm afraid, about Israel, about the United States, about everything. Latin America, what's happening there. What's happening in the Middle East. It's not for today's show. I don't want to put myself into like a, not saying bad news or anything, but it's inappropriate for today's stream. But on Monday, I'll be mentioning a lot of things, and I mean a lot of things. What's going on? Surprising. I don't think people realise that with the European leaders, we're on the precipice of a war footing. And there's loads and loads of propaganda, loads of it, and scaremongering. They've put from scare to fear-mongering. And that's what it's all about. I do not celebrate his birthday. He never celebrated mine. Oh, shut up. It's Christmas, for God's sake. I chose a couple of films to watch from the net to repeat. Harry and Sally, one of my all-time favourites. K-Pax is very good. Kevin Spacey. Very good. Good choice, that. And it's at the end you like that, aren't you? What to believe in, which is good. God blimey, there's one of my old neighbours. Christine. All the very best to you. Ah, Frank. Thank you, Christine. Same to you and all your family. God blimey. Really good to see you. I thought I'd been the forgotten one from Jerry Gardens, Jerry Crescents. When I've gone on there, and I'm being honest, I hardly know anyone. No, you, obviously, your family, your mum and that. And, but, other people, I haven't a clue, do you? Oh, poor Birchall, Paul's always there, all day. All day. Great fella, lovely man, gentleman. And I was told that one of my old mates had died as well. And a couple of months ago, I phoned a friend up of mine, mate of mine. I hadn't heard from him in a long time. And I said, how's Ray Allen getting on? Have you heard about him? And he said he died 6 months ago. don't know anything, Christine. Honest to God, Christine, I just don't get information at all. And that's a fear because I'm at that age where, you get told about these things, but I'm not getting told anything, as I said. It's the way it is, Christy. Having a clue who's passed on or what. Callum to the boss. That Jesus fella you mean, he never was at my birthday party. He is, he's in your heart. He's here. Steve from America. Dallas Cowboys. Hello, Frank. How are you doing today? How was Christmas with you? Hope you are good and Liverpool win. It was quiet for me. I had my daughter down, Francine, she was. But apart from everything else, it was quiet. I didn't go out, can't go out anyway, unfortunately, the way I am. So, but nevertheless, it was good. Made a fuss of myself, with things, if you know what I mean. So, that was it, basically. Quiet Christmas. Bah, humbug, says the boss. What about all our yesterdays? Frank, you should make that, as they don't do any. But it's more or less a do, don't I? It's only through history. It's only through history. When I talk about it, going back. Christy. Are you Frank? Are you Christy? Couldn't forget you, Frank. Oh. Loads of new people whose families was from the. Yeah, honestly, Christine, I still don't know, half of them. Honestly, well, most of them, the majority. They just say things, obviously the different generations from when I was there. Most probably I'd know the mums and dads and whatever. Had a lovely holiday in November with Catherine Faye and Anne-Marie. Well, yeah, I've seen your pictures with Catherine and Anne-Marie. Yeah, that's good for you, Christine. I didn't want to. I think I liked a few, but I didn't want to comment, to be honest. Anne McCann and Pat Gilcher. Annie McCann's a lovely girl. I've mentioned her on my show, actually, Christine. I do streams, and I was doing philanthropy. Some philanthropists from Liverpool. This is my history show. And I mentioned Gerard's lad. I mentioned Paul McCartney, I'm talking about present day. A couple of others, and Annie McCann. They shouldn't be forgotten, those people. Really. Lovely, lovely people. Tenerife didn't know what Catherine lost their partner. Yeah, I know. And Anne-Marie lost her mum. Oh, Frank, she's hilarious. I know, yeah, Christine. I know. Yeah, I know about Catherine losing her partner last year. And the boss is, do you remember their format? Didn't they used to pick a year and feature news, etc. from the time? Yeah, yeah, all our yesterdays. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do, boss. I'll um, I'll have a talk to the producer, Jason. I'll formulate a thing all our yesterdays, so to speak. But I can't go along that premise of that title. It's copyrighted, if you know what I mean. It could be something like the past of yesterday or something like that. The past and yesterday, or yesterday and the past, if you know what I mean. So we could have a look at that, how to go about it as well. We're all getting old, Frank. You wouldn't cocoa. You wouldn't cocoa, Christine. Yeah. And when you're getting old, you're feeling the aches and pains. Never been to the doctor so many times in all my life. I never used to go to the doctor. He didn't even know that I existed. Just one day I just popped in and went, hello. But that's the way it is as you get older. Christine. So, yeah, we're all getting old. As unlike this time, I'm on a special holiday at the Incognito Resort. But anyway, it's the way it is. It's the way it is. Does anyone's sleep pattern go funny over the holiday and you're forgetting days and things? Yeah, I did. My sleep pattern went haywire. You lose days, you lose track of time. Obviously, and it's shocking when you lose track of time like me last week. I lost a day, bloody day. Fell asleep, sitting there, woke up, and it was completely and utterly dark. And I thought it was 7 o'clock in the morning when I woke up. I said, I'm just going to have an hour. And it wasn't. It was 7 o'clock in the evening. I went to bed. It was such a strange time. Don't want one of those days again. Or call it which year is this and make it a quiz too. Can't do quizzes on fucking people. You can't do quizzes because they just Google. That's why quizzes in pubs, have ceased because they just Google now. Once you started Googling, that was it. That was the end of quizzes, unfortunately. Question for you and chatters. What's the worst Xmas film you hate to see? Film, you mean? Repeated at this time. I'll tell you, like a few years ago, every Christmas you had The Great Escape. Every Christmas. There's an actor I can't stand his voice, unfortunately. You know, like where you get a voice that goes through you. And it's one of the best films they reckon that's being made. And It's a Wonderful Life and James Stewart. You can't go, and even this one here, Alistair Sims, Christmas Carol. But really, the Sim man, he's absolutely brilliant, great piece of acting. But it's that I do literature. It's a bad adaptation. Know what I mean? And you might think, what's he talking about? Just this. But a great story, for the film as well. It was made for the audience rather than the story just evolves around a miser. But try and read the book. Try and read it. You get a different feel because it's about poverty. It's about the neglect of people. It's how the rich get richer and they won't give anything away. And how they treat the workers. That's what it's all about. It's like Hard Times. Dickens is Hard Times. Anyway, that's for another thing. I sleep as much as I can through this. I know what I mean. You know what I mean. Too many memories. Anyway, Frank, good idea. As I said, no matter what I say, I do, or with this particular stream, film and TV review, no one takes a blind bit of notice of my films that I recommend or TV series. There's only a couple of people who actually have looked at them and they've all found out they're brilliant. My recommendation. Alistair Sim, was he in that? Yes. Or was it Arsenic and Old Lace? Arsenic and Old Lace was Arsenic and Old Lace was Dennis Price. Most underrated actor, by the way. Dennis Price. Great actor. Always plays a snazzy fella. Always plays a snazzy fella. So there's nothing to say, is there? Hey, only that Well, we've got New Year coming up, haven't we? And the unfortunate thing is, I won't be going out then either. No movement from me. Just can't do it. Can't do it anymore. As I said, I've been put on the back burner for to see this bloody neurosurgeon, and it's coming up to 4 years. 4 years. So my quality of life has gone, and it just needs a little bit back. That's all. But it seems that I can't get any. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a hamster wheel, just going around, you know. And it's shocking. The unfair rule. Come on, Frank. Frankie, lads. Hope you has a lovely Christmas with your family. And there's a load of scotch for Frank. Yeah, I had a quiet time. Yeah, it was nice seeing, especially my granddaughter. She came down to see me with all the nice Christmas clothes. It was nice. But what did he do when he comes down? She's 13 now, so she sat on the chair. The recliner, put the recliner and went on the phone. That's what people do. The phone. But I hope you had a good time out there, so I really do. Everyone, that is. Watch the 1946, brilliant. A great line. The rights of uncommon man must always be respected. We're all uncommon. We don't get respected in any possible way. No matter what we say, no matter what we think. Great philosophers in the past. When they came out with great quotes. And then you repeat the quotes. And it's all about today. And these are going back. These are going back in time. And you can repeat them because it's only what's happening today. I mentioned propaganda. We're being hit with propaganda every single day. You're looking at the news and you know that it's propaganda. You know it's lies. You're just looking at it and you go, they're lying. And it was Leo Tolstoy. No, Dostoevsky was it? I don't know whether it was Leo Tolstoy or Dostoevsky who said, history, excuse me, history would be a wonderful thing if it was true. Make what you can of that. I make it out that history is so full of propaganda. And it is. From the reality of what was happening at the time. It's happening today. There is so much propaganda. And it's shocking. That's why I have a current affairs program. And the current affairs, I try to put the truth out there, the reality of what's going on. That's what it's all about. That's why I say, when someone mentions something like today, for example, and say, well, that's not for today. I don't want to get into it. But that's the way it is anyway. And I will be talking about certain things, what's going on in the world on Monday night. Monday night. I think so anyway. I don't know whether to do the history show and leave the current affairs until Tuesday. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. To be honest, I'm going to leave it up to Jason. Because things really need to be said. A Matter of Life, and Roger Livesey was in that as well. Great actor, Roger Livesey. Funny enough, I watched him in a film called The League of Gentlemen with Jack Hawkins. Black and white film from the 50s. Dickie Darling Attenborough was in it. Dickie Darling, he was in. There's a lot of stalwart actors in it, to be honest. A League of Gentlemen, quite good. Little black and white drama one. It's good if you can catch it. Get it on YouTube. But I like the propaganda ones going back to the war with the likes of David Niven. David Niven came as soon as war broke out. He could have easily have stayed in Hollywood, but he didn't because he was an old soldier. David Niven, before he became an actor, and he came back and joined his own regiment, and he was nearly killed at the Normandy landings, 1944. He was nearly killed. A bullet missed him by an inch, less than. I like Niven. Great actor. Always smarmy, smart. Very good. And I recommend a book that he did called The Moon's a Balloon. I've read it 3 times over a span of about, how long? Must be 40 years. Must be. Remember lying on the grandmother's couch and I was reading it and I was laughing my head off. And she has an old mate who came in and she thought that I was asleep and I was just lying there with my eyes closed, and she said, I think there's something wrong with Francis. She said, why? She said, he keeps laughing to himself. Reading the book. You can't make these things up. Thanks very much, Frank, for the show. It's much appreciated, as is the channel. I wish you the very best. I need to get out of my room. Been stuck in since Wednesday. Take care, man. And all the tribe, all the true reds. Don't see letters disappear on me. See you next time. Best wishes to the team this afternoon. You never walk alone with hope. And P.S. Frank, I can't get some of your recommendation in Ireland take care. Oh, that's a shame. Mona Frank, sounds like you've had a cold. No, I'm on a medication and it's getting rid of all my pain on my chest. And it's shocking. I don't know whether it's good or bad or what. Blimey, this is what I'm like with my medication. Then you know, that's Gary Rigby. He's had the flu. Poor Gary. And Gary says Maggie Mays is closing down. I see you in there. I saw you in there once. Yeah, John Lee was a friend of mine. It's horrible. 30 years. He was there, shut down, gone. Christmas. Family business. Maggie Mays. Scouse. Good grief. I've got the same cough now. I know it just goes, doesn't it? You know, right onto your chest. But I have to I'm taking a medication to get rid of it all. God blimey. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's the way it is, isn't it? We get to a certain age, as I said before, when I was an old neighbour was on, Christine Knowles, and it's once you hit a certain age, I never ever used to go to doctors at all, ever, honestly. And then all of a sudden one day I just went, something was wrong with me. And the next was, I haven't stopped going since. I haven't stopped going since. And Lynn says, so bloody sad, Maggie Mays closing down. Food was lovely in there. Yeah, it was. As I said, I knew John very well. And Gary says, being on the Lemsip, I need to get that's what you need. I started getting it. And it was okay. Jesus. I was okay. Gary. Every Christmas. You'd always get it in the October. Bink. But I never ever took that, started that flu there, the COVID jab. That ruined me, that COVID. And there was no need for a big scam. It was about control. I didn't put me play on. The Reflection of Dickens. The lad who was going to direct it and star in it, he's since passed on. Couldn't do it. Everything was done. The tickets were printed to be sold. And then there was the lockdown. It was going out on, what date was it? The 28th of August. No, it wasn't. 28th of June. It was going out. And it was going just about to be advertised. And there was a lot of interest, and I mean a lot of interest. And that's without the advertising. But it was about to be advertised, and the unfortunate thing was lockdown where there should never have been a lockdown. The way it is. Ruined me. Not ruined me, I mean, like, it ruined the play from going on. I was just so looking forward to it. COVID. That was controller. That was to see how they could control the world. And it was proved that they can. Fear-mongering. There was a COVID thing, but it wasn't as anyway. That's another thing. And there was lots of deaths that they were saying, and I'm talking about lots and lots, saying that it was COVID, and they weren't. It wasn't COVID. It's all they were just again fear-mongering and wearing masks. That done nothing at all for you. I even knew at the time. That they're a waste of time. Then. If like in the First World War, when you had the gas masks, the proper thing tight around you, and it used to seep through. Soldiers died of it when they had the masks on, because some of it seeped through. And masks, silly masks, bits of paper. That stops you. That stops like germs from getting it. I said it at the time. Loads of bollocks. And I know people who walked around without a mask. They're all right, still fucking going today. Proved it. Anyway, I'm going to finish. Gonna have Francine coming down and my grandson Ben. I don't know whether Sophie will be down with them, I don't know. I've got this thing this afternoon to watch along. And see, the likes of Jason needs to set up for that. So I'll finish. As I said, I hope you all had a great time, except Gary Rigby, unfortunately. He said, I'm not laughing at all, but he had the flu and he was just confined to his, more or less his bed. I empathise because I've had the flu so many times over the Christmas period, over the years. It's the way it is. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Well, not all. I'll be doing a what's your name? Just seeing Johan there. Good morning and season's greetings to you legends. Johan in India. He's in India. Voluntary teaching. Think about that, people. Teaching. Voluntary. Great man. Great man. And nearly over it now, so I can get out and see that. Oh, that's nice. Cheers, Frank. No, I think that's great, Gary. I think it's great. Do you know that, a cold, for example, only lasts 3 days. But it's the symptoms before and after. And you know what? I always remember, like my left-hand side, um, I could feel the energy leaving me when, you know, when I was diagnosed with a broken neck and the signals had lost to my left-hand side, from shoulder down to me toes, and I could feel the energy draining away. Never ever get that. It's horrible. It's not painful. It's just horrible feeling, draining. I had to put up with that for about 6 weeks, every single day. Johan. Good luck against Wolves today. Thanks, Johan. Over the Christmas period, I never had the pain in my elbow. It's just fucking come right on me now. It's just got it back here. Right now, it's just hit me. Bang. Jeez, must be this bloody chair I sit on. And actually, what a Frank, mate. Just looking forward to what amazing football show. Hang on. Morning, Frank, mate. Just looking forward to what amazing football that Sloot is going to get us playing today. The Sloot man. I was watching something on YouTube, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. And it was the football under Jürgen Klopp. Fuck. Totally different from what we see today. Oh, try and watch it. They give you one season under Klopp. Fuck. Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and Bobby Firmino. Oh. Anyway, that's great. I'm definitely going. I have to try and I'll try and get some breakfast. Actually, haven't had nothing. Haven't had anything. Mind you, it's just lying there. This pain's coming here. Okay, fucking hell. Good afternoon, Frank and chatters. My daughter came for Christmas full of cold, and now yeah, it's horrible. Our little Sophia there has it as well. I said, don't kiss me. All right, Granddad. But she's got a little cough now. She's got a little cough. As I said about this medication that I'm taking, it's getting rid of everything. I feel terrible. No coughing. So anyway, I love yous and leave yous. Hopefully I'll see some of yous this afternoon on the watch along. And you get better, little Lambie. All right. I know how you feel. Gary Rigby was the same. He had the flu. Or was it man flu? That's what we got called, wasn't it? You know, if you say, oh, I feel awful, man flu. The women gave us the man flu terminology. So listen, I'll sign off. Thanks for keeping me company. And hope to see you this afternoon. If not, I'll see you on Monday. Okay. Thanks so much. See you later. Hopefully. Ciao.